Hey, what's up? This is Raulh of Please Act Right. Well, today's video. This is a woman that says she's amazing and she's one in a million. Let's see if she really is.
I just want to say, I'm great. I am a freaking awesome person. And I'm not just saying that because I'm me. I really am. And if a guy can't, realize that I am worth investing in and that I am freaking awesome, that's his loss. Whoever my husband is, whoever I end up marrying, that guy, he won the lottery. Because, I'm one in a million. One in a million. And again, I'm freaking great.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
I just want to say, I'm great. I am a freaking awesome person. And I'm not just saying that because I'm me.
Okay, cool. So what's so awesome about you? And who in the hell stands in front of a mirror filming themselves saying this? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I really am. And if a guy can't, realize that I am worth investing in and that I am freaking awesome, that's his loss.
Okay, hold on. I'm still waiting for her to tell us about this awesomeness about herself. When are you gonna cover that part?
Whoever my husband is, whoever I end up marrying, that guy, he won the lottery.
Okay, so we already know the chances of winning the lottery, right? So she's putting herself on a high threshold here. But I'm still waiting for her to tell us about this awesomeness about herself. So the guy that marries you is gonna get what now?
Because, I'm one in a million. One in a million.
So far, she's absolutely right. She's one in a million. She's one in a million of the same type of women that are walking around out here. The reason I say that, because we're still waiting to hear what does the man that's supposed to marry her is gonna get in return.
And again, I'm freaking great.
Based on what? You know what? Okay, all right. See, this is the problem with most of these women. She thinks she's great and awesome, but they never tell you any details. And when they do give you the details, it's generally nothing a man is interested in. She thinks she's awesome because she's basing it on her own values that she made up in her head and whatever her girlfriends are telling her. Oh, and let's not forget, when she posts on social media, there are a bunch of guys who have no idea who she is or what she's about, telling her that she's awesome. And most of these guys, they're only saying it because they want to get with her, if you know what I mean. Now, she said a guy investing in her. Do these women even know what that means? No, they really don't. But let me tell you what her interpretation of investing in her means. It means spending money on her by taking her out to dinner, buying her clothes, buying her flowers, and all other sorts of worthless, no return on investment crap. Now, just because I like to be thorough, here's the definition of investment. The action or process of investing money for profit or material result. So my question still stands. What returns does the man that she says is going to be lucky to marry her get for his investment? Here's the answer. Nothing. I can guarantee you that this woman is just like all the rest of them. She's looking for a man to take care of her and buy her things because she thinks she's all of that. Now you're probably thinking that I'm insinuating or just taking a stab in the dark. No, I'm actually not. And there's a bunch of guys out there that are going to prove my point. Don't believe me? Take a look.
I give up. So done with dating with guys. I don't know how I always end up in the exact same situation. It's always great. And I feel like these people like me, I'm like, wow, I'm finally clicking with somebody. And then it's always the same thing. They're not in a place where they are looking for a relationship. They have other things that are more important. And I'm just I'm never good enough.
See, I told you. There's a bunch of guys out there who realize she's not as amazing as she thinks she is. And yet another woman doing the same thing she did the last time, expecting different results. It's called insanity.
And I feel like these people like me, I'm like, wow, I'm finally clicking with somebody. And then it's always the same thing.
Right. You felt like you were clicking with him, but you never asked him how he feels about you.
They're not in a place where they are looking for a relationship. They have other things that are more important.
So this is what I keep telling women. You have to be specific in the very beginning of what you want the minute a guy starts showing interest in you. This way, you minimize getting this result. Plus, he may want a relationship, just not with you. Don't take it personal. There's a million women out there that don't want a relationship with me. And it doesn't bother me at all. Why doesn't it bother me? Because I'm thinking realistically.
And I'm just like I'm never good enough.
Yes, you are. Just not for the guys you keep going after. You heard her yourself in the first part of the video. She's overvaluing herself. So she's going after guys that are out of her league. The guys that every woman is after. Those guys have too many other options, so they're going after the cream of the crop type woman. And obviously, she's not it. I bet you there's a bunch of good guys out there on her level trying to get with her that would treat her the way she wants to be treated. But she overlooks them because she thinks she can do better, which too many of these women do. Which is another reason why there's so many single women today. Because if she was in their league, one of them would keep her around and he would make time for her. Did she just do a drama exhale? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is serious. I'm supposed to be serious. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing.
And if a guy can't realize that I am worth investing in and that I am freaking awesome, that's his loss.
Since an investment is an action or a process of investing money for profit or a material result, I guarantee you, if I asked this woman 3 questions about investing, she couldn't answer either one of them correctly. If you're going to use the word investment, you need to know what it truly means. Question number 1, how do you handle money in a systematic way that is different from most women? I guarantee you she won't be able to answer that question. Question number 2, if her husband was to give her $100,000, but she can't spend it, she has to invest it in something that will give a return, what would she invest it in? And it has to be something she already has knowledge and experience of. I guarantee you, she can't answer that question either. Now you're probably wondering why I would ask her investment question. Here's why. She said she's 1 in a million. To me, that means she would do things differently than most women. And what would that be? She would have the ability to make money, rather than just spend it like most women do. Proverbs 31:29 says, many daughters have done well, but she outshines them all. If she claims she's such a great catch, then where does she outshine the rest of the women walking the earth? The answer is, she really doesn't. The truth of the matter is this, it doesn't have to be about money. What is she investing her time and her intellect in? In other words, has she spent any time talking to any man that fits the description of the type of man she wants to marry, and ask him what does he expect in return for spending his money and time on a woman like her? I guarantee you, she's never done it. Just like 99% of the rest of the women walking this earth. So the reason she never added why she's so amazing in this video, because she has nothing to offer more than the next woman. And also, a woman who has more to offer than the next woman does not feel the need to turn her camera on and videotape herself telling the whole world how awesome she is. That type of woman is so awesome, it shows in her actions. If you're gonna stand out, you really have to stand out. Here's an example of a woman that truly stands out. There was a rapper, and I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but this rapper was gonna buy his wife a $260,000 car. She found out about it, she stopped him and said, no, there's a multi-unit property that we need to go take a look at. They took a look at it, and he spent the $260,000 on that building instead. Well, they did some upgrades on it, and now that building is worth $750,000. Now that's a woman that stands out. Here's another one. This young man is named Donnell Morris, also known as Prince Donnell. Now I think we can all agree this is a handsome young man. So he probably had women throwing it at him left and right. And I'm pretty sure he's had his share of women. Why did he marry the young lady that he's married to now? Because she stood out. She was amazing and awesome. And quickly, here's their story. When they first started dating, he told her that he wanted to get his accountant's degree and open up his own accounting firm. She evidently saw value in him and kept seeing him. Then one day, she got to his house and she noticed that his bank statement was sitting on the table, but it hadn't been opened. She asked him to open it and he was embarrassed because he knew it wasn't that much money in his account. Well, he decided to go ahead and open it and share with her the contents. And even though he only had $200 in his account, she was going through it looking at what he was wasting money on. So she expressed to him, one of the things that you're wasting the most money on is eating out whenever you go to work. So she said, if you want to open your firm, you're going to have to stop spending so much money going out and start taking your lunch to work with you. Well, him being a young man out on his own, he didn't know how to do it. And she was like, cool, I do. Let's go. She took him to the grocery store and bought him all of the stuff that he needed, came back to the house with him and prepared his lunches for him so that he can take those lunches with him instead of spending all that money. Well, fast forward years later, he and his wife own more than 400 franchises of the accountant brand Jumping Jack Tax. And they own franchises all over the US. The last time I checked, he and his wife were worth somewhere around $12 million. Now let's take 1 minute and listen to Donnell speak about him and his wife's dynamic.
Not so much about taking care of your wife, but a stronger man is one who puts his wife in position for y'all to get the bag together to where she's just as strong as you, if not sometimes stronger. The way that me and my wife relationship is set up is that I'm the executor. I go out and get the bag. I'm on the phones, I'm closing deals. My wife is the one who's the organizer. She literally organized the entire Jumpin' Jack Tax brand as far as all the way down to the aesthetics, getting the website right, letting me know how the process should be. And then I just had to take the system and say, all right, I'm about to breathe life into this thing. And now we got over 200 and something offices. But if you got a wife that you just taking care of, now she's just gonna become a bill. Now you're just a liability. You subtracting from me and not adding to me. Other than what? Sex? But we all know sex gets old. But I'm gonna do the same 3 positions every night. I'm not doing that. It gotta be more to the equation. We gotta mentally stimulate each other. We gotta get the bag together. Spiritually, pray for one another, speak life into one another in life.
Now that's a woman that is amazing and awesome. So for all the women out there that thinking you're really amazing, let me leave you this piece of advice that I heard April Mason say one time. Don't just be a woman looking for a man. Be the woman a man is looking for. And before I close out, I want to say to everybody that leaves the comments, especially those who are talking directly to me, I try my best to answer them all, but my channel has blown the hell up, so it's kind of hard to keep up with all the emails and the comments. But please know that I do appreciate you and I appreciate your support. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.